Start the process. Go.
Welcome to Drum and Bass HQ with your host, Jay Swift.
Welcome to Drum and Bass HQ. I'm Jay Swift and this is episode number 92. Coming up, we've got an interview with Micky, Finn and Vital Elements. In the meantime, here is their latest release. This one is called So Good.
So good. It's so good. Can't wait to know. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. Can't wait to know.
Welcome to Drum and Bass HQ, and I am truly honoured today to announce that we are joined by two proper legends, Micky, Finn and Vital Elements. How you doing, guys?
All good, dude.
Yeah, all good. Thanks, Jay.
Nice one. I know that I'm interrupting your studio time, so thanks for taking the time. But, you know, you got your releases coming out on Serial Killers together, which is brilliant to hear. But if we go back a bit, how long have you two known each other?
Well, we was just here working out. It's roughly 8 years, we're mostly thinking.
Yeah, we come on to the Micky's agency about then, and that was the sort of first time we crossed paths.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, I was sort of going out to Micky back in the early 90s and stuff, so I feel like a bit more, you know.
Do you know, actually, we were just saying before that I saw Micky the other day and I had to thank Micky for ruining my education by listening to AWOL tapes in the back of my school classroom.
I was the same, exactly the same.
Do you know what? It's really... It's nice to hear, but it's just quite foreign to think what was cool at school when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And to think that, you know, I've had a few people go to me, mate, you're crazy. We used to play, who's got what tape pack?
Yeah.
And we swap it.
Exactly.
We swapped for a week and all that, and it was like, wow. It was just obviously, you know, I don't know. Everyone wanted to be a footballer when I was in school.
No.
You know, it just seemed as completely different. Nice, cool to hear though, funny.
Yeah. But no, like production wise for you, like, and I also said something to you the other day. I said thank you for some justice, didn't I, as well? But for both of you, when you both started producing, what were you kind of using for each of you?
For me, I recently have just put back all my old equipment that I first bought. I got a loan with a friend of mine many years ago, and it was all hardware. You couldn't sort of just get a laptop and do it.
Yeah.
So over the years, I've sort of evolved, and these days I do it with a mixture of the old stuff, sort of going out, but then ending up sort of in the box finally. But I do have some, like a finalizer, TC electronic finalizer as well, which is an external bit. So now and again I do that one as well.
And did you start out DJing or production wise?
For me, I started off as a DJ.
Yeah.
I end up going into the studio, like first and foremost I see myself as a DJ, and I just wanted to have a go at it. I just thought around 1989 maybe was the first time I went in a studio and made She's Breaking Up. I'd never been in a studio before.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a go at making a tune. I knew what I wanted to do. I don't know how to use the equipment. I still don't know the equipment.
So what was it then? What actually, because I can only kind of think...
In all honesty, I'm going to be brutally honest, I just thought a lot of the music, like I used to buy music before I ate food.
Yeah.
It was that important. I just thought there was a load of took music around, and I just thought, I just want to have a go, and I liked it.
Yeah, for me it was DJing as well. That sort of came first. I was into that. I got decks, and that sort of inspired me to want to get the studio equipment. So I've always sort of held that in my heart and loved DJing. Like, would never give it up. I don't know about the two. If you had to pick, I'd probably rather cut my arm off than pick out of those two.
Yeah, I can imagine. But what were kind of some of your tunes then that you kind of, like the first tunes you picked up that you just loved playing and still love playing now?
For me, it was always kind of drum and bass. That's what got me into decks and everything. Early Ram tunes like Night Flight was just the year I sort of got decks. I was sort of trying to get the back cats of the jungle because I was into it, but I didn't have them. So we were mentioning AWOL. For me, AWOL at Ministry, I got that on a triple vinyl, and that got an awful lot that got played. and still inspired the sort of Serial Killers sound that you hear today, really.
Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of Serial Killers, and you mentioned about being on the Urban Agency as well, you've both played all over the world. Now, I know it's a mad question to ask, but for each of you, what's been your best live gig ever?
That's a hard one.
It is an hard one. Memorable. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
One of them was most probably Glastonbury.
I was going to say that because Aphrodite was on here a couple of weeks ago, and he straight away said Glastonbury.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, for me, I was brought up on David Bowie, and to finish off, and a stage manager go to me, Micky, David Bowie just run in the back of the tent and went to me, what the fuck is going on in this tent? And when I went with Micky Finn and Aphrodite, just like Micky Finn and who? All I can hear, apparently you could hear from his stage, is air horns and fucking and but the gig was actually it was unbelievable.
What year was that?
2001. We finished off the dance tent, so I don't know, 40,000 people.
Yeah.
Gavin went to me, bless his cotton socks. Mick, you're gonna have to start, mate. I'm shaking.
Yeah, he said that as well. Yeah.
I went, mate, and by then, I've been DJing since '87, and it was like second nature to me. I've never been intimidated by crowds unless you give me the mic and tell me I can't talk, then I crumble.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, so that's my job. That's what I love, and that's what I do. I'm not. Give me the mic and go. Just say that to them. I'll be like, "You're joking." I'll fall to pieces. So now, anyone, please don't give me the mic and ask me to say anything. But that, and most probably Docklands Arena, New Year's Eve.
Well, dance.
Yeah,
I was there.
Another really memorable one. Yeah, they're mostly my two.
Yeah, you don't get. I was thinking, I know it's going to sound like I'm like an aging person here, but you don't get raves like that anymore, do you?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to get political. We're in different times right now, but if we look at it in a really simple term, I think 75% of the production money would go on production.
Yeah.
And 25% of it would go on artists.
Yeah.
Now I need to flip that. 75% of the budget is going on artists.
Yeah.
Because sadly, we're in a time right now where certain agents will take whatever they can, not worrying about how the state they leave the scene in. And I think that is very important.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just take and run all the time. I don't know. I'm not going to get into politics.
Nah.
Just stop it. Stop it.
But for you, Mr. Vital Elements, what's been your memorable gig or gigs?
Okay, it would definitely be while playing the Serial Killers. That's kind of taken up all my time of the last load of years. And I would say last year's Boomtown for the sort of biggest and, you know, most amazing on that front. All the Boomtowns have always been really good. Glastonbury's have always been really good.
Yeah.
But last year's Boomtown was probably the biggest crowd we've played to as of yet. And then another memorable one would probably be going back to probably one of the first gigs we played abroad, myself and Toby, many years ago in Italy, and it was open air with palm trees and olive, and just unbelievable setting. The sort of back of a pizza restaurant type thing, this massive courtyard, and that was just great. We played for about 5 hours and just had an absolutely brilliant night. So those are probably the memorable and the sort of most, you know, biggest and sort of, you know, making you in awe of what you do, as it were.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of playing out, what you got lined up for each of you for the near future, summertime?
Well, this lot, they go here, there and everywhere. Me, I'm kind of slowing down now. I've got Germany, I've got to go to Australia soon. Love Australia. It's more of a, 10-day thing than an overnight thing.
Yeah.
I think I've got Asia on the way back from Australia. Then I've got the Heatwave thing coming up.
Not much then, Micky.
No, but mate, compared to this lot who are in, can be in 10 different countries within a month.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it into perspective.
Yeah.
And some people on the agency, and now Gavin, he's not in England hardly ever a lot. Some of the boys on
He's
the
all
agents,
over the place, isn't he?
some of the boys on there are on fire to compare to.
Yeah.
But you can catch us like where we've got Austria, Brussels, we've got Germany coming up. In the UK, we have got Bristol. We're always down there. We've got something in Stroud. We have got Blissfields Festival coming up. There's a festival down in Dover. Charity called Mind.
It's a mental health charity, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm doing something down there. I've done something for the last couple of years with them, and so getting involved again. And also, I'm looking forward to a local one as well called Osmosis. That's going to be on the beach in Ramsgate. That's sort of, really sort of local community project that we've been going on. So it's good to be involved in stuff like that, and get to sort of help out and know the area as well. And yeah, that's about it. There's plenty of stuff. If you want to check out our dates, you can check out the website, serialkillers.co.uk. We've got all the dates up there, as well as various other stuff.
Yeah, and I'll put all the links in the show notes for this, for people that are listening on iTunes and on SoundCloud, man. So, yeah, man. But yes, you two together making tunes in the studio like you're doing right now, but you're releasing So Good and True Guidance. Both of them are big tunes. We played one at the beginning of the show. For you, have you been getting feedback on one or the other that's, people are gravitating towards one or the other? Well,
So Good's been hanging around a bit longer, and we obviously saw it as the main tune on there. Yeah, it's been getting quite good support, hype support in it. I'm sure it's cool to say. Brian and Jack were trying to sign it for V, like relentlessly.
Oh right.
Jack give us serious support on it. Brian gives serious support on it. Not so much when he found out we weren't giving it to him.
He thought it just came out of the playlist.
No, it had quite a bit of support. Spy loved it. you know, and it's good to see that different genres were supporting it rather than it's not just appealing to one genre of drum and bass, which I don't want to do personally. If you can appeal to more, why not?
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do, not on purpose, but you know, so it's been getting some good support.
Yeah.
True Guidance, even though we could safely say it was the first thing we started working on, but we just kept going back in on it because we were, let's say, working better together as time went on.
Yeah.
Mickey's rubbing all his rust off where he hadn't worked for so long. I don't know, we mostly went in True Guidance. Maybe that was the third visit to the studio that we actually went, a major visit to the studio, not, you know, in, I don't know, I've mostly been coming down here for well over a year, let's say that. But getting used to working with each other, and we've mostly got about another 4 or 5 tracks on the boil here.
Oh, yeah. Right. Is that a hint? Are you going to have an album or an EP coming out, or are you just going to see how things pan out?
Well, probably an EP's there.
Maybe EP next. Let's do it in step by step.
Yeah.
But you know, every visit I come down here is a productive visit. So we're and sometimes we've got a couple of really good things on the go where we go, actually, let's just park them up until we feel like the drop's right. You know, we've mostly got more than 5 things on the boil, come to think of it.
Yeah, we got a load. I find it similar, like when I'm working with Micky, it's quite similar to when I'm working on the Serial Killers stuff, where we're sort of prepared to like sack off a tune if we're not both really feeling it. If you got a certain bit of it and you're not happy with it, you know, like you got to sort of be prepared to start again and be really happy with what you got. Yeah. Work out your core essential bits, you know, which bits do you really want in here? Is it the samples, you know, what we're going to get right? And so we've got a lot of projects that we've been working on and then sort of listening to and then going back to and not really giving off until we're happy with them. I think that's a good way to work, you know, because it gives you a high sort of standard and a high sort of quality level, really. Yeah. And then that pays when you do release, you know. Yeah,
you can tell when it's your 2 styles coming together rather than trying to be something completely different. Do you know what I mean?
Good, nice. That's what we want.
Yeah, we was getting a good bit of feedback on the True Guidance from similar sort of crew that were following the Serial Killer stuff, all the people that like the jungle and the jump up. And with So Good, like Micky's saying, it looks like it's really sort of picked up across the board. So good to see, really.
Yeah, definitely. And it came out last Friday on the 29th of April, wasn't it? Is it digital? Right. Is it digital only, or?
It is, yeah. It is digital only. We've done a few vinyl releases on Serial Killers, but it takes a long time and a lot of process to do it, and a lot of money these days. So
yeah. And is it just the usual places? Is it Amazon, iTunes, Beatport, where people can get it?
Yeah, all of those places. Cool. Juno, our website, you can get it exclusive as well. And yeah, all the usual places. It's available to stream, and we've got it up on our SoundCloud, and I think Micky's got it up and putting the links up on his thing, so you can find it in many places in many forms.
Definitely. And also, I'm just going to have a look to make sure, but you can go to drumandbasshq.com and it's on there as well, so
there we go.
Check it out. And finally, I just wanted to say, you know, your tune is obviously massive, but who are you feeling at the moment? Is there any producers out there that you're loving?
I'm loving T.I. I think his production's really good. I'm digging Voltage. I think Voltage, Serum.
Yeah.
I think they're 2 to very keep your eye on. Upgrade. I think Upgrade and Limited are very. I think they're going to pop through soon. I don't think they've got their full. What's the word?
Potential realised.
Well, yes, yeah.
Cool.
They're just 2 producers and DJs that people need to keep their eye on for sure.
Yeah. Pack the stuff. I mean, Micky's mentioned pretty much most of the people I would have mentioned there. There's a lot of T.I. we're really liking. We've got some EPs coming for him very soon. Same with Upgrade. We've had him for a little while on Serial Killers and absolutely love the guy. Think he's great. And yeah, Voltage Serum, really been smashing it. On sort of different style, I like to listen to all styles. So on different styles, liquidy sort of stuff, I think Spectra Soul are just real.
Yeah.
Got real class to that style. On the harder stuff, I'm feeling Meth Juice recently. He's been coming through with some really good stuff. So yeah, like a lot of people in drum and bass. For me, there's so many styles and there's so much good production now. It's just so hard to keep up with. You know, it's just absolutely loads of it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. My last question is just for Micky, I'm afraid. Micky, did you ever get your tyres fixed on your motor?
How funny was that? I went to get the car MOT'd and I went to the geezer. My window washer things ain't working. Is it going to fail the MOT? And he went, yeah. So I then run round to Quick Fit for them to fix the washer things. And the geezer went at me, yeah, I'll fix the washer things. They've got 3 ball tyres on it.
But how random is that? I was sitting in Quick Fit and Micky Finn walks through the door.
yeah. Can't beat a Quick Fit fitter.
I think they're going to have to sponsor this episode, so
that's what I was
go and get a little fee.
Yeah, or just at the end of it, there is other known tyre places that.
No, but nice guys. Thanks again for taking the time to talk to us today, and I'll let you get back to your studio work, man.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
Mate, just to let you know, it's a beautiful day down here on the coast. It's a lot better looking than Rochester.
And once again, as we sign out, thanks to Vital Elements and Micky Finn. This has been Drum and Bass HQ, episode number 92. Remember, for more info on these releases and for all your Micky Finn and Vital Elements news, check out the links in the show notes. Until next time, peace. We're out of here. Do remember, we're having our party at work in London on the 18th of June. Check out drumandbasshq.com/live for more info on that. Peace!
So right now, to the tuner, request to all clean-hearted people them. If you're not bad man, you're not good full and above not the fire. And you know good thing, you go move to the tuner. Please.
The sifter, but the spirit strong.
So right now, to the tuner, request to all clean-hearted people them. If you're not bad man, you're not good full and above not the fire. And you know good thing, you go move to the tuner. Release.
Strong. Them vex, but I don't think they will beat me anymore. Them finish with me now. What is that? Nothing, for I know not of that man. They have seen the light of that
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out drumandbasshq.com.